Well, Mickey, first week into the new season proper, how's it felt sort of to properly get your feet under the table, so to speak?
Yeah, I've enjoyed working with the players and loved being back at the football club. Lads have done terrifically well. Really pleased with where we're at in terms of performances. We're learning all the time about wee bits that we have to get used to doing in terms of becoming a team, which is only natural because they all come from different managers and different clubs with different styles of play. So all the time we're learning that and enjoying getting a way of playing that suits all of us. So putting little principles together. So it's been really good. I'm enjoying working with the younger players and the older players are bringing great experience and showing everybody how professional you need to be in order to be a proper footballer. So it's a really good, vibrant place at the minute.
It does feel that more and more, particularly in Leagues 1 and 2, and even higher above as well, there's a higher turnover of players each season. So is that a challenge for a manager you want to hit the ground running, but you've also got a lot of new faces to assemble as well?
Yeah, I think I think it's been like that for a wee while now. I think there has been a bigger turnover in players. Contracts are only for a year to maximum 2 years now. I think that the modern day manager working at these levels understands that and knows the way to work to try and do that. So you very, very quickly got to get a new group of players together and find ways of finding out about what we need to work harder on, or what we're already good at, or what we need to get better at, or how we're going to play. So you've got to be better at designing training sessions, getting into games and being able to recognise what we need to do in order to try and become a team. And then, yeah, that's the job that a modern day manager would face at probably pretty much anywhere outside the Championship in the Premier League.
But I suppose for you personally, there will also be players here who you will have had when you were here only 12 months ago. So that must be an advantage too.
Yeah, but there isn't many, to be honest. There isn't many left now. Scott Davis, who's injured. Up my night Percival before at Shrewsbury. Clark was here towards the end. He played for half the season until it was halved in two. I might be missing out one or two more there just off the top of my head, but there's not many left now. So no, as a completely new group that I'm working with, but I enjoy that anyway because they're not fed up with listening to my Scottish voice, saying maybe the same things that they've all heard before. So there's that advantage to that. But I'm loving being back here and I'm loving the environment and the training facilities and enjoying working with this group of players and staff. It's been great.
I know you've only been away 12 months, and you were in League 1, weren't you, before that? But as League 2, do you think, has it changed in any way from what you've seen so far? And I appreciate you've only had the one game since you were last in League 2.
Not really, no. It's always still very competitive, and on the flip side of that, as well as you having a brand new group, everybody else is a brand new group. So there's no you wouldn't be able to look at last season's performances of many or any of the teams in the division and be able to say to learn anything from it because they're all completely new groups. But I'm always optimistic and half glass half full all the time. That's just the intriguing challenge of being in League 1 and League 2 is that the squad's changed so much. Of course, you know a lot of the players because they've played for somebody else, but I played for other teams in the league. But it's such a great challenge.
And another Saturday, Tuesday to come. What are you hoping that the players can learn for Saturday? What are you hoping to get from that game?
We're just trying to build on it time. We do things here as if I bring you here to the football club, I quite clearly tell them that you've been brought here to play first team football. So I think we would have about 15, 16 what we would class game ready first team players at the minute, and the rest is made up of young lads who will build towards that. So what I'll do with them is I'll use them having a look at having a look at how we want to play and looking at energy levels and that. We changed a few during the week, and both the ones that we chose to come in during the week with fresh legs scored. So it shows you the value of being able to rely on your squad, and it also keeps the group together and everybody involved. So we will go into Saturday's game with that group, and we will hopefully pick the right personnel to play in a certain way. But we will make a few changes again. We will continue to do that with it being reckless. But my style of management now would be one that I would try and keep the group all inclusive and not try and go with the same team every week anymore. I don't think that works. Both scientifically will tell you that now energy levels, and then psychologically the players can get tired by playing, but also team spirit wise, to be able to bring in somebody and go and do a job with energy back into the group adds to that. If you look at our numbers of our GPS, it's the first time, and I can only speak about the data that I have from here at Tranmere. It's the first time that we've ran more in midweek than what we ran on a Saturday. So that shows you that when the team plays on Saturday, when it plays on a Tuesday, it tires. If you play with the same personnel, but we decided that we we're going to change it up a wee bit and put some energy in it, and we ran more than what we've ever ran. So we'll have a look at that again on Saturday again, like I say, with it being reckless, and we'll put the right players in and go and have another go.
And just an update on any potential incomings. Can we expect to see any new faces in the next couple of days?
No, I don't think so. I don't think we'll be doing any. Definitely won't be doing anything in the next few days. We're obviously putting suggestions all the time to the football club, but we're not able to get the players in at the minute. It's always difficult to try and be able to do that, but we'll continue to keep trying to try and be able to do that. But we at the minute we won't be doing anything now.
And what's the injury situation? I believe Elliot sort of hobbled off the other night, and also Scott's prognosis too.
Yeah, Elliot, the advertising hoarding fell on him. A real accident, a real unfortunate accident. But we'll see how he is tomorrow. It might not be as bad as what we first thought, but he definitely had to come off and couldn't train today. Scott Davis is still some distance away. Callum McDonald is back on the grass and doing warm-up, but he's done no pre-season. He's got some way to catch up with fitness. Apart from that, we've got Mary, who's suspended, which we're really disappointed that we failed in an appeal for. Very disappointed. We'll be okay.
And just a final question on Elliot. I just wonder, that goal that he got the other night, is he sort of level with your expectations for the season, or is he sort of superseding them at the moment?
Well, I think you would have to say that he's way ahead of what we expected him to do, and he's scoring in first team games from where he's came from. He's such a lovely lad. He's one of the lads that you're so desperate to do well, because he's a really good guy and he's very popular among the group, so humble and loves being a footballer. Really has attacked trying to take his opportunity to be a footballer. He's still got an awful lot of work to do. He really has. Everybody will have to understand that, but we will give him every bit of support that we can, and he'll certainly go and attack the work that will enable him to hopefully become a consistent performer at these levels. But it's really a really good story that Tranmere has done so well in the past, dipped into lower leagues in the Merseyside area and found some real talent, because there is talent out there, and it just needs the opportunity to be able to come in and see where we can take it to.